I'm about to do your Aries January 2021 love reading, and in this reading we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. Aries, how is it going? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Aries love reading video. If this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you never miss any of the Aries love readings I post for you every week. Now let's get on with the Aries reading for today, because today we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. And I'm going to do that by pulling one card for the mutual point of interest between the two of you. Then I'm going to get 3 cards for you, Aries, 3 cards for your person. And then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck to see if we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. Now just keep in mind that this is a general reading. It's not even possible for it to resonate with literally every single Aries person on the whole planet all at the same time. And it's even possible for the energies to get flip-flopped or reversed around backwards, especially for cross-watchers. So if you're not an Aries and you have an interest in an Aries and that's why you're watching this reading to find out what's going on with them, I'm totally cool with that. But just keep in mind that especially for you, the energies can get flip-flopped around backwards, so you just got to take it as it resonates. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still probably want to check your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign videos, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation, and you can find the links to those videos in the description box down below. Now, enough talking, let's get on with this Aries reading, and let's start by getting one card for the mutual point of interest between Aries and their romantic person of interest for January 2021, please. Okay, that works for me. Now let's get 3 cards for you, Aries. What's going on with Aries in January 2021 as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between them? Okay, looks like you're getting a bonus card here. Now let's get 3 cards to represent Aries' romantic person of interest as it relates to Aries and the connection between them for January 2021, please. What's going on with Aries person? Let's get one more card for Aries' romantic person of interest. Okay, they're getting a bonus card too. Looks like there's a lot to talk about with this connection, Aries. Let's see what's going on. Well, on the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is judgment. So this has got a couple of meanings. This is either you guys passing your own final verdict in judgment on this situation, as in calling it quits, or this is a card of second chances, as in like resurrecting the situation, bringing it back to life, bringing it back from the grave, transforming it in a way that it's never going to be the same again. So that's the overall energy. Now the mutual point of interest, this is a shared energy between the both of you. This is something that's on both your guys' minds. You're both thinking, feeling, or acting this way, and the mutual point of interest between the two of you is the 5 of coins. Now this is a card of abandonment. This is about being cast aside. This is about being left out in the cold. This is a breakup card. So we're either talking about a final verdict and judgment on this love connection here, as in you guys breaking up, or we're talking about you guys have broken up and we're trying to resurrect this love connection. So let's see what's going on here. Tell me more about this 5 of coins for the mutual point of interest between Aries and their romantic person of interest for January 2021, please. Why is this 5 of coins here as the mutual point of interest? Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Wands. This is the second fastest moving energy in the deck. This is rapid back and forth passionate communication. This can be rapid forward movement or rapid forward progress on something that you guys both have a lot of passion and desire for. Right under that, we have the 5 of Cups. This is sadness and remorse about the past. So we're clarifying a 5. 5s are about conflict. So we've got 2 5s here. This is about being focused on the 3 cups that have been spilled out. the love and the emotions that have been spilled out, the time, effort, and energy that's been wasted. It's about having your focus on what you've lost, what you don't have, and not having your focus on the two full upright cups full of love behind you. So some sadness and remorse going on here, and it looks like we could be making rapid progress on that, or having some rapid, passionate communication about that. To clarify this Five of Coins, this abandonment being left out in the cold, we have the Six of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Swords. So we got all swords here. Swords generally are not such a great sign to see in a love reading. This Six of Swords is about moving forward into calmer waters. It's about leaving the rough, choppy waters of the past behind you, moving forward into calmer waters, waters that are clear, where you're going to have more clarity, where you're actually moving forward toward what it is that you want. So we've got some abandonment happening and some moving forward into calmer waters. Three of Swords is next. This is heartbreak and sadness, usually from a third-party situation. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean a romantic third party. It doesn't necessarily mean one of you guys had another person, somebody was cheating on somebody. It doesn't have to mean that, although it can mean that. Third party energy can be literally any energy that's not you, Aries, that's not your person. So, I mean, anything that we humans do will create its own energy. Work creates its own energy. Going to school creates its own energy. Being trapped at home because you can't go anywhere without wearing a mask and all that stuff creates its own energy. Playing too many video games, drinking too much, going to the bar, doing anything will create its own energy. So there's some sort of external energy that's led to some heartbreak and sadness here, this need to move forward into calmer waters, someone getting abandoned, left out in the cold. At the very least, there's heartbreak and sadness about that. We've already seen sadness and remorse about that. The final card to clarify this Five of Coins is the Four of Swords. So at the very least, we're making progress. We're going from the 3 to the 4, which is the right direction. So this is an energy of taking a break, taking a pause, taking a rest, doing some healing. It's about going internal to do healing, to do some thinking about something, trying to figure out what to do moving forward. Now that's the mutual energy between the two of you. Aries, in your energy for January 2021, we have the Three of Wands. We have that Four of Swords again. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Six of Coins. So again, we're making progress. We're going from the 5 to the 6. That's good. This Three of Wands, this is an energy of manifesting something. It's about like being at the beginning stages of manifesting something that you have some desire for. This, in the card right before this, the Two of Wands, it's about being at a fork in the road, like a decision point about which path leads you to the world you want and which path do you need to leave behind. Well, in this energy, that decision's already been made. The path has been chosen. You're already actively moving down that path, and you have some positive expectancy that something good is going to come to you because you're moving down this path you've chosen. It just hasn't shown up yet. It hasn't materialized in the physical 3D reality yet. You're still waiting on it to happen. So this is an energy of you having some positive expectancy, something good's coming your way, but still waiting on it to actually happen. So tell me more about this Three of Wands for Aries, please. By the way, that is Aries energy. So let's get one more on this Three of Wands. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. So we got a lot of fire energy out here because all three cards that I just got to clarify this Three of Wands, all of them are wands, including the one on the bottom. All fire energy. You could be dealing with another fire sign. This could just be your energy coming out here. Page of Wands is news and messages of passion and desire. So you could be waiting on news and messages of passion and desire from your person. This could also represent you taking the first steps down a new path towards something you have a lot of passion and desire for. You could also be stuck in your head about it because I already have this Eight of Swords energy out here for you right now. This is about thinking about something over and over and over again, grinding it on this repeating loop in your mind. not sure what the safe step to take is. So that's why you're grinding on it and you're feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked because of it. Now, to clarify this Three of Wands, this you waiting on something to actually materialize, we have the Five of Wands. There's that Two of Wands I was just talking about, and the Nine of Wands. So we've got Leo energy, Aries energy, Sagittarius energy here. This Five of Wands is Leo energy. Fives, again, are conflict. This is a conflict in your desires, like an internal conflict, like you're pulling yourself in multiple different directions, like an internal struggle about what it is that you actually desire. Whether you should take new steps down a new path, whether you should wait, whether you should move forward into calmer waters, whether this can be healed or not. You're internally conflicted about it. And then we have you at this Two of Wands energy, Aries energy. This is that fork in the road, that crossroads, that decision point that I was talking about when I explained what this card meant. This is about you having to make a choice about which path is going to lead you to the world that you actually want, and which path do you need to leave behind. And you're conflicted about that. And we have the Nine of Wands. This is a card of being walled off and defensive. Sagittarius energy. It's also a card of healing. This is the wounded warrior. He's been hurt, and that's why he's built this wall around himself. He's trying to protect himself so that he doesn't get hurt again, so that he can heal, so he can get his energy right to take the next step in his journey. There's the next step in the journey, that first step down a new path. Now, the next card in your energy, Aries, is the Four of Swords. We've already seen that here. This is taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break, going internal, doing some healing, doing some thinking about something, trying to figure out what to do moving forward. Tell me more about this Four of Swords for Aries, please. Let's get two more. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. Now, this Four of Swords that we've already seen twice is the minor arcana version of the Hermit. This is the major arcana, a lot heavier energy. In this Four of Swords energy, this is you choosing to go internal, choosing to do some healing, choosing to think about something, to figure something out. In the Hermit energy, it's not really a choice. This is you being forced into that energy. This is Virgo energy. This is about withdrawal, isolation, being forced to go internal to do some soul searching, to do some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation, trying to shine your inner light on something so you can figure out what to do moving forward. King of Wands energy. This is either Sagittarius or Leo energy. It's a general reading. This could represent your energy. This is someone who knows exactly what he wants, goes after it with bold, passionate, fiery determination. He doesn't take no for an answer. He doesn't let obstacles get in his way. He goes after what he wants and he gets it. Now, to clarify this Four of Swords, this taking a break, taking a pause, doing some healing, some thinking about something, we have the Five of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and we have the Devil. This Five of Cups, this is Scorpio energy. This is sadness and remorse about the past. It's about focused on the 3 cups that have been spilled, the love and the emotions that have been spilled, the time, effort, and energy that's been wasted. This is a card that tells me you've got your focus in the wrong place. If you're focusing on what you don't have, if you're focusing on what you've lost, if you're focused on the past, you're going to feel what you felt in the past. You're going to feel that loss. You're going to feel what you don't have. And that's going to distract you. It's going to stop you from seeing the opportunities that you have. It's going to stop you from seeing the things that you do have in your life that you can be grateful for. So it looks like there was definitely someone got walked away from here. Someone was left out in the cold. I don't know yet if you've left your person out in the cold or if they've left you out in the cold. All I know is that you're healing from this. You're waiting on something to happen. You're internally conflicted about what you should do about this situation. And you've got sadness and remorse about the past. You've also got fears, worries, and anxieties about it. You're thinking about it a lot. So much so that it's to your detriment. You're thinking about it to the point that it's got you feeling stressed out. Bordering on obsessive type energy. This devil energy is Capricorn energy. This is obsession. This is addiction. This is like some very heavy, negative, toxic energy. It's like a feeling of being trapped by something, feeling like you can't escape something. Probably obsessive behavior, obsessive thinking about the past. Whatever it was that went wrong in this connection, maybe you're obsessing and thinking a lot about being left out in the cold, the heartbreak and sadness of it all. The next card in your energy, Aries, is this Eight of Swords, which we've already seen once. This is thinking about something over and over and over again on a repeating loop in your mind. It's like a self-imposed mental prison of your own thoughts. It's like you're not sure what the safe step to take is, so you're grinding on it and you're feeling stuck. Tell me more about this Eight of Swords for Aries, please. Why is this Eight of Swords here? Okay. I got two that are screaming at me here, so we're going to take them. I see. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. This is Libra energy. This is she who knows the truth. Now, she'll offer to let you speak your truth, but she already knows the truth. So the truth you speak to her damn well better match the truth that she already knows, or she's going to use that sword to cut you. So this is an energy of speaking the truth about something, but it's also an energy of cutting off the things and the people that no longer serve you. I feel like you're grinding over and over again in your head about the ending. When there was this cutting off, you're grinding about what is the truth and what is not the truth here. Yeah, you're grinding on it for sure. There's that Eight of Swords again. You're feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked. The Knight of Swords. This is rushing forward, speaking the truth about something. Rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action about something. And then there's that Page of Wands again, taking the first steps down a new path towards something you have a lot of passion and desire for. Two of Cups is next. This is a love connection between the two of you. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected, but it's a two, and in tarot, twos represent needing to make a choice. Got a Two of Wands out here. Now I've got another two here that I'm looking at right now, so let's get to that. To clarify this Eight of Swords, we got the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, here's the Two of Swords, we have the Empress, and we have the Six of Cups. So this Page of Pentacles, this is news and messages of some practical, tangible opportunity that you have. This usually for me represents planning for the future. So you're stuck in your head grinding about the ending, about the truth, about planning for the future, like you're feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked about planning for the future. You're probably feeling like you can't take this rapid, decisive action, choose the new path. There's a choice about this love connection that you need to make, and you haven't been able to make that yet. This is probably bordering on obsessive thinking, like you can't get this out of your head. I've got the Eight of Swords 3 times. I've got the Nine of Swords, both about being stuck in your head thinking about something, and I've got the Devil obsessing about something. 2 times I've got this Four of Swords, the need to go internal to figure something out. Seen the Hermit, about you being forced to go internal to figure something out. And it's about this love connection, this Ten of Cups. This is 2 people who are both in like this state of being emotionally happy, emotionally content, full of love for themselves, coming together into union, where their 9 cups each overflow and fill up that 10th cup. This is the happy fairy tale ending card. It's almost like you're not sure what to do about planning for the future of this connection, of getting this happy fairy tale ending. Again, the overall energy of the reading is Judgment with the Two of Cups right underneath that. So this is second chances, I'm feeling like. This is either like you trying to make a decision about this love connection and calling it over with, or resurrecting it, and you're internally conflicted about that. Next card we have is the Two of Swords. This is a decision that needs to be made, only it's not being made, either because you don't have all the information you need to make the decision, or there's something that you can't see, hence that blindfold, or there's something that you just don't want to see, you don't want to look at it, and that's preventing you from making the decision. Either way, there's some decision that needs to be made. That's probably what you're waiting on. That's probably what you're obsessing about, thinking about over and over and over again. This decision about whether to call this over or resurrect it. Yeah, that's that's exactly what it is. We have the Empress next. This is a new beginning at something. This is the birth of something new. And then we have the Six of Cups. This is the past. This is thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days and the way it used to be, thinking about this strong connection that you guys had. This can also represent someone from the past making a comeback here. So I don't know still if you left them out in the cold or they left you out in the cold. Clearly you broke up. I mean, it's obvious that you guys broke up. Queen of Swords here, Judgment here. Internal conflict about it. I don't know if this is telling me you're trying to make a decision about birthing something new with this person that we're reading about here that's from your past. That's what it's looking like for sure. Next we have the Four of Coins. Now fours are about stability, so this can be like financial stability, but usually this represents holding on tightly to something, not wanting to let go of something. Tell me more about this Four of Coins for Aries, please. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's see what we got here. On the bottom of the deck, there's that Hermit energy again, Virgo energy. Isolation, withdrawal, going internal to do some soul searching, some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation about what to do moving forward. You're internally conflicted here, definitely. And there's at least a piece of this connection that you don't want to let go of. You're holding on tightly to that. To clarify it, we have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Hanged Man. So the Ace of Swords, like, look, a decision you need to make hasn't been made yet. This is you making that decision. The root word of decision, decide, like the Latin word that comes from, literally means to cut off, as in to cut off all other options except the one that you choose. So here you've got two options. Here you're down to one. This is the sword of victory. This is the sword of truth. It's the sword of clarity. It's also the sword you use to make a decision. It's the sword you would use to sever a relationship. Like we saw the Queen of Swords already, cutting off the things and people that don't serve you anymore. This is also the card that would be in the Justice card, where it's used to sever things that aren't in balance, so balance can be restored. This is you making some sort of a decision, getting some new idea, some new communication regarding this connection that you don't want to let go of. I think the clarity you're getting is about this passionate new beginning. That's what the Ace of Wands represents. A new beginning in passion, a new beginning in desire. We've seen that Page of Wands a couple of times, taking the first steps down a new path towards something you have passion and desire for. He's carrying this Ace of Wands. And the last card we have in your energy to clarify this Four of Coins is the Hanged Man. This is Pisces energy. This is about progress being halted, things being stagnated. There's no forward movement right now. The Hanged Man is hanging upside down, and he's doing that looking at things from different perspectives than he would normally look at things, different points of view, different angles. He's trying to gain enlightenment on something so he can figure out what to do moving forward. Now that is your energy, Aries. Let's take a look at your person's energy here. As your person has the Seven of Swords, the Fool, the Tower, and the Hermit. We've already seen the Hermit a couple of times now. It's actually still right here looking at me on the bottom of the deck. Still feel like you have a lot of passion and desire for your person, even though you're single. I think you want a new level of commitment with them. That's what it looks like. But again, you're internally conflicted, so it's totally possible that on some days that's how you feel, and on some days you're like, dude, I'm done, I'm moving forward, I'm leaving all this behind. I just don't think you can actually make the decision yet. You're still grinding it in your head over and over and over again, because you still do have some love and emotions for this person. You still want to express that to them. You don't want to let go of them even after this ending that happened. Yeah, there's still a lot of love and emotions here. And then we've got this Four of Cups. This is like a love offer on the table already. It just hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. It's just been left hanging here in the air. Or this is you thinking about making a love offer to your person. You just haven't done it yet, either because you can't decide to do that, you're not sure still, you're internally conflicted about it still. Because yeah, there was this walking away. And I think that's part of your conflict. You're not sure whether to just say screw it and walk away, or whether you want to put the work in on this. Either way, we have the World next, which is the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. So I feel like this decision is, if it hasn't been made by you already, it's about to be made here. Again, that's the overall energy. Some final decision here. Do we call this over, or do we resurrect it? Now, the Seven of Swords that's in your person's energy, this is usually an energy of trying to get away with something. Lying, cheating, stealing, being deceptive, sneaky behavior, trying to get away with something. I've already seen this Three of Swords out here. This could be telling me that your person had a third party. They were doing sneaky, shady shit behind your back, and that caused you to be abandoned and left out in the cold. That could be what this Judgment's all about. It's like a decision about this love connection. There could have been passionate, or like messages, news and messages of love and emotions that you found. It could be that. Knight of Cups. There's another like actions toward love and emotions. The very next card in your person's energy is the Fool, which can represent taking the leap of faith with somebody. It can also represent risky behavior, as in taking risks outside of the connection with you. They got caught being sneaky. Let's clarify this and find out. Tell me more about this Seven of Swords for Aries romantic person of interest, please. Why is this Seven of Swords here? Okay, now there are other meanings for this Seven of Swords, so let me tell you what those are, because there is more to it than just sneaky behavior. The whole reason the dude is stealing these swords is because he doesn't want to be hurt. He doesn't want those swords used against him, so he's stealing them to make sure that they can't be used against him, and then he won't get hurt by them. Another meaning to this card is leaving something behind. He can only carry 5 of the 7 swords. He's got to leave 2 swords behind. Now, to clarify the Seven of Swords, on the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. This is the singles card. This is about being like with you, without you, in spite of you. I'm single, I'm abundant, I'm prosperous in my own right. I don't need anyone to take care of me. I can do this in the physical 3D reality on my own. Now, that being said, they do have a lot of passion and desire for you. And I think they're in a similar spot here. We got that Eight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles combo again. Do I walk away from this, or do I put the work in to try and fix this? Four of Pentacles. They don't want to let go of this situation either, even after the ending. They still have a lot of love and emotions here for you too. Now, to clarify this Seven of Swords, we have the Sun. We have the Hermit again, so I've seen this a couple of times in your energy. It's showing up here for your person. It's the final card in their energy as well. And we have this Four of Cups we've already seen in your energy. This Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. It represents happiness, joy, abundance, bliss, harmony. This could be telling me that your person views you as the sunshine that lights up their life. You're the source of happiness for them. It could also be telling me that whatever sneaky crap they were up to got brought out into the light. It got illuminated. You could see it for what it was, which would be what caused the heartbreak and sadness, could be what caused this abandonment, this being left out in the cold, cast aside, could be exactly what's caused this hermit energy, this being forced to go internal, to withdraw, to isolate themselves, to do some soul searching, some deep inner reflection and some contemplation about what to do moving forward. If they were being sneaky and got caught, that would definitely cause that to happen. That would definitely fit in line with this judgment being passed on them based on their sneaky shit being brought into the light. And we have the Four of Cups. Again, this is like either emotional discontentment, not being happy with the 3 cups that they have, so much so that they're thinking about this other cup, this other thing that might bring them more happiness, more fulfillment. Or this could represent they're contemplating, doing some soul searching, trying to figure out how they can make this love offer to you. But they're not doing it yet, probably out of fear of being rejected, out of being cast aside, out of fear of what your judgment might be because they got caught doing something sneaky. This can also represent that there's already a love offer on the table between the 2 of you, and it just hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. That decision hasn't been made. That decision about this love connection hasn't been made yet, and it's just been left hanging here in the air. It could be any of those things, so you just got to take it as it resonates. The next card in their energy is the Fool, taking that leap of faith, not needing to know what the steps are from beginning to end before they take the first step, not needing to know what the outcome is going to be before they take that first step. It's just about having that blind faith to say screw it and jump off the cliff and figure out how to grow their wings on the way down. Or, like I said, this could be talking about them taking some risks outside of the connection, which could be what they got caught doing. Tell me about this Fool for Aries person, please. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands again. Again, news and messages of passion and desire. They could have been taking risks, sending news and messages of passion and desire to someone that wasn't you, and they got caught doing it. Taking the first steps down a new path. Now, actually, this is the minor arcana version of this Fool card. It's a lot more toned down energy than the Fool. This is taking the first steps down a new path. They're stuck in their head about that too. 8 of Swords. That seems to be an overriding theme too. Speaking the truth about something. Rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action. That's the fastest knight in the deck. Death. Some sort of transformation taking place. Something dying. Something ending. Something dying so that it can be reborn again in a new, more beautiful way. Page of Swords, this is an energy of, like, this is news and messages, this is communication, but this is also an energy of someone who is trying to figure something out, trying to learn something. This could be someone, like, spying on them, or them doing some spying, keeping tabs on somebody, them doing that themselves. This could be, you had this feeling that something was up, you started digging around, you found some passionate messages between them and someone who isn't you. That brought the light out onto their sneaky behavior and caused all this problem to unfold here. Yep, passion. This Knight of Wands is like the player energy. Rushing in all passionately, getting what they want, rolling out, going somewhere else all passionately, getting what they want. It's like an in and out type energy, back and forth, in and out. 1 minute they're here, the next minute they're gone. 1 minute they're loyal, the next minute their loyalty somewhere else. Player type energy. To clarify the Fool, we have the 2 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this 2 of Cups is a love connection. This is like, I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected, but it's a 2, and that represents needing to make a choice. We've got the 2 of Cups, the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Swords. Got a lot of decision type energy. Judgment, being stuck in your head about what to do, whether you can move forward, whether you should give this another chance. Now, the interesting thing that I noticed right away is we're going from them taking some sort of a risk, going from the 2 down to the 1. I've already seen the singles card on their end. I've already seen a card that is a breakup card abandonment, being cast aside, love offer on the table, or being contemplated making a love offer. That's the Ace of Cups hanging in the air right here. We're going from the Two of Cups, this connection, down to the One Cup. Now, this can also represent them wanting to take the leap of faith with you, take the first steps down a new path toward this connection where there can be a new beginning in love and emotions. It could be either of those things. But right now, your person is in the Seven of Pentacles. This is like a period where they're taking a pause to reflect on and like take stock of this connection, of this whole situation. And they're trying to decide if these seeds that they've planted are going to grow into the Ten of Pentacles that they really want. Is this worth investing in? Is this worth continuing to invest in or reinvesting in? We've got reconciliation, like resurrection here. Is this worth reinvesting in? Or is this maybe not going to pan out the way they want it to, and they're thinking about, do I need to cut my losses and move on? So this is that period of time where they're pausing to reflect and contemplate those type of things. Like I said, they're in hermit mode here. We've got the Hermit in their energy. Now the next card in their energy, Aries, is the Tower. This is when everything came crashing down. This is an abrupt shift, a foundation rocking event. This is like a game changer here. It looks like they were taking risks outside of the connection. They got caught doing that. Judgment was passed. They were cast aside, and that changed everything for them. Tell me more about this Tower. Why is the Tower here for Aries romantic person of interest? Whoa, hey. Yep. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. Detachment. Emotional detachment. Physical detachment, like physically walking away. The person in this card is walking away from 8 full cups of love. They're not completely emotionally fulfilled. They're not completely happy. They feel like there's something more out there for them. So this is them walking away, going down a new path toward what it is that would bring them emotional fulfillment. They're walking away, going off in search of their 9th and their 10th cup. And then there's them wanting to put the work in on this. They have a lot of passion and desire for you. This is news and messages of love and emotions. They're wanting to express their feelings to you, but they're single. This Tower is created a bad spot for them. To clarify the Tower, we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Chariot, and we have the Five of Swords. So usually the Three of Pentacles in most tarot decks is teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals to build something of value. In this card though, there is no teamwork. There is no other person here working together with them. This is about like trying to manifest the physical reality that they want, putting in the work on that themselves, trying to create something valuable that they want after this Tower moment that resulted in walking away. I feel like they're wanting to put the work in on resurrecting this, is what it feels like, because they have a lot of passion and desire for you. The Chariot is Cancer energy. This is the fastest moving energy in the whole tarot deck. This is about using the will to move forward very rapidly in success and victory. It's about using the will to move forward past all the problems and challenges of the past. We already have that type of an energy in the mutual point of interest. This is the minor arcana version of this Chariot card. It's about moving past the obstacles and the roadblocks from the past, moving into success and victory. Now, the thing about the Chariot, though, there are no reins connecting these beasts pulling the Chariot to the driver. The driver doesn't use reins to make this thing go. They use their willpower alone. That being the case, this is either like the fastest moving energy in the deck, or it doesn't move at all, because if the driver is not in alignment, this thing ain't going anywhere. So it's either like just complete standstill, which we've already seen with this Hanged Man energy, or this is like a bullet coming out of a gun. It's so fast. your person it feels like your person is wanting to put in the work on this and like move this forward. They want to resurrect this connection with you. I just don't know that they're in alignment enough to do that, because we still have this Five of Swords here. Fives are conflict. So this is like a conflict in their thoughts, or this is a conflict in communication. This can be some big fight that you guys had. Bickering, arguing, using words as weapons, using your tongue like a sword. This is a painful situation that's happened. So this could be your person. The Tower is the painful situation. Your person's wanting to put the work in to move forward past this painful situation. It could be that. Either way, this Tower has forced them into hermit mode. Second time it's shown up in their energy here. This is an energy of withdrawal, isolation, being forced to go internal to do some soul searching, some deep inner reflection. Tell me more about this Hermit for Aries romantic person of interest for January 2020. We're not taking the whole deck, thank you very much. Let's get one at a time, please. Tell me more about the Hermit card for Aries romantic person of interest, please. Yeah, they're definitely withdrawn. Not wanting to talk here. Okay, now I see why. Yep. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. It's telling me the same thing again here. This is usually taking the leap of faith. That's not what it is in this case. They took some risks outside of your connection. Already seen that before. To clarify the Hermit, we have the Magician, we have the Tower, and we have the Seven of Swords. So not only have I'm clarifying the Hermit, not only have I already seen that when I clarified another card, the card I clarified was the Seven of Swords, which we have again. The card right before this Hermit was the Tower, and we have it again. So that's so crazy. They got an extra card. The Hermit card is their extra card. All three of these cards that just came out again are the other three cards that are in their energy. I have no doubt about it that they took risks outside of your connection. They manifested this Tower moment. They're going internal, doing some soul searching, trying to figure out, what the hell did I do to create this? This is my fault. And they're looking at the stuff in their own shadow, trying to figure out what to do moving forward, because they created this mess. They've made this bed that they're laying in right now, and they don't like it very much. Right under this Fool, this taking risks outside of the connection, there's that player energy again, that Knight of Knight of Wands, that in and out wishy-washy energy. Seven of Cups, confusion about their options and choices. A lot of cups here, a lot of emotions involved here. They don't want to make a mistake, but they did. Seven of Wands, this is a card of being defensive about something, like being defensive against accusations that are coming at them. This can also represent them, wanting to fight for what it is that they actually desire, which would be resurrecting this love connection here with you. Being able to express their emotions to you. Right under that, we have the Lovers. This is a strong love connection, at least from their perspective. I breathe you in, you breathe me in. We're soulmates. But it also represents needing to make a choice here. And it looks like progress toward this commitment, toward fixing things, toward taking it to the next level is happening really, really slow, because they're still single. They do still have a lot of passion and desire for you. It's just things aren't moving the way they want. They've manifested this Tower moment. They've created a situation where they've knocked the whole castle down. They had it good, and they've screwed it all up with their sneaky behavior. They got caught doing something that they shouldn't have been doing. And now they're facing the judgment for it. And it looks like you're internally conflicted about whether to call this completely done and over with, or whether you're willing to give them a second chance in this connection. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Aries love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.